When your kid comes to this school, or any school in Leon County schools, we're gonna make sure as law enforcement personnel and safe school officers to make sure that your kid is safe.
I spent many years in law enforcement protecting people, protecting our citizens here. I'm gonna keep their kids totally safe, give my life for them. If I could see a bullet in midair, I'd jump in front of it.
You're dropping off your most prized possession, your child. We're gonna make sure that your kid is safe. They're able to go home every day and rejoin their family. It's really who we are.
As safe officers, we have to be highly visible in order to be effective.
He's all over the place. He's everywhere. I mean, I see him walking by constantly, whether we're going to lunch or to PE or to music, he's around.
One of the reasons why they selected me as a safe school officer is because of my continuous resume.
These are professional safe school officers that come with a vast background in the area of safety and security.
I was on their tactical team, their SWAT team. I was on their K-9 team.
We continue to hire these retired military personnel. Vince Capice, retired TPD, works for us now.
You know, my number one responsibility is to ensure for the safety of the 30,000 children we serve every day, and it's a responsibility that I do not take lightly. Not only caring for our students, but caring for our employees.
He goes above and beyond to make everybody feel comfortable and safe.
I just so happened to get Conley Elementary School. Principal Conley was my principal at Leon High School.
Anytime those kids are outside, I just want to make sure that I'm there so that you never know, whether it be somebody that's maybe having some mental health issues, maybe have some things that's going on.
One of our professional safe school officers was working at Astoria Park. A gentleman jumped a perimeter fence, made his way into the campus. Our safe school officer saw him, pursued him, tackled him, and restrained him.
Before you can do anything, you have to be prepared to do it. You have to have your mindset.
And we have to be alert. We have to stay alert.
The state requirement to be a Florida safe school officer is rigorous, 144 hours of training. The majority of the 144 hours is spent on the range with firearms proficiency, firearms training, and it is rigorous, and it is not a cakewalk. It's not an easy course to pass.
And you never know what people are going to do, and so you want to be at least in a position to help prevent anything that could be bad.
We have invested millions of dollars in school safety in Leon County School District, but I can tell you the number one resource for school safety and security are our students, our staff, and our community. If they see something, hear something, say something.
Vince Capice, Vince, V-I-N-C-E. Capice, C-A-P-E-C-E. Okay. Also, AKA Vinny Capice, V-I-N-N-Y.
Mr. Vinny, Officer Vinny, is very positive and uplifting and bubbly, which is strange to say about a big man like he is.
I'm a safe school officer here at Conley Elementary School at Southwood. And I safeguard all the children. I'm like a papa to all the kids. I'm a papa in real life, and I fist bump the kids. I get to know their names, and sometimes I get to know their parents. And
one of the things in my journey in law enforcement was to find my niche in terms of what was it about law enforcement that I felt like I could really contribute and be really a part of something that was going to be really awesome for myself in terms of a career, and yet at the same time helping other people. And ultimately, in the end, what I ended up doing was getting involved and deciding that I wanted to work with juveniles. And so over the course of my career, I spent years working with in the juvenile arena. So for example, I've served as a school resource officer in Leon County, and I've also served as a juvenile officer down in Miami-Dade. And so those things, along with ultimately transitioning towards retirement, allowed me to continue to be in this opportunity, having this opportunity to come back to Leon County Schools as a safe school officer.
This morning, I was speaking with two of our new professional safe school officers. One is a retired Department of Corrections, 26-year veteran. The other is 11-year Army veteran with many assignments. These are not fly-by-night mall cop type security folks. These are professional safe school officers that come with a vast background in the area of safety and security.
It's a 40-hour block. Almost, it's exactly the same that I would go through as a police officer where I was. We have CPR training. We have children in needs training.
He enjoys his job. So like the kids see him and they're like, Uncle Vinny, Uncle Vinny. Like the kids adore him. And I know that he feels the same way about them. I had a student last year who needed new shoes, and he was like, find out what size shoes the kid needs. Like he goes, like I said, above and beyond for the kids and for the staff.
You know, with all the things, the negative things going on in this world, especially in schools with active assailants, kids getting hurt over nonsense. Somebody wants to make a name for themselves and they want to hurt our precious children. It's the only thing we have on this earth that are innocent is our children. And so I'm here to establish a rapport to the kids. I'm here to, as if I'm a papa in real life, so I want to keep these kids safe, and I'd give my life for them to keep them safe.
That's the sacrifice that we would have to make. We understand that. And I think for me, it's an understanding that you know that can happen, but it's not something that you have to be consumed by. You go out and you perform your duties as best you can, and you treat people the right way. I think that's the best thing about it.
We have safe school officers. One example is a retired Army Ranger captain, retired from the Army. We have a Army Special Forces retiree. We have an 11-year Marine that's just left the Marine Corps that is about to start their new job as a professional safe school officer for the Leon County School District. These are serious security professionals that we employ here. And we're very excited about our program. We invest into the millions of dollars in school safety at Leon County School District. And our Safe School Officer program is one of the finest in the state.
Always understand and know that just like you have your own values that are important to you, the things that you've gone through, other people also have those that same sense of who they are, and whatever your history is, they have a history too. So one of the things that helps me with that is just simply understanding that treating people with respect and humanity, and understanding that, you know, we all have to go through things in life, and we all have. What I've gone through and what I've had to deal with is no more, no greater than anybody else's. So when you come across people and you meet people, that's important that you understand that. And so it helps to bridge that gap. And even in some cases where they're not going to understand or don't care, you still have to maintain that level of personal and professional perspectives that you carry for yourself.
My main role is to stay visible. It's called high visibility. Parents come by in the morning, they drop their kids off, the buses come by. When the parents pick their kids up for after school, the parents are always, the majority of the parents, 99% of the parents are smiling. They come up to me, introduce themselves, I shake their hands. How are you? I introduce myself. And many of them are happy because I'm an older person, an older officer. And they ask me where I've been, and I tell them I'm retired from the Tallahassee Police Department. After 32 years of service, and now I'm here as, so to speak, not only a safe officer, which I am, but a kindergarten cop. And I walk around, like I said, I stay high visibility, and I safeguard, make sure that the kids are safe from any danger whatsoever.
Whenever they drop their kid off, I want them to be able to see me. I want them also, not without even knowing me, to have a connection by simply, as they drive by, see me saying, even if I'm not able to verbally state it to you, because maybe you're on different, maybe it's like where you're passing by, I can only wave my hand. But if you're right next to me at the curb, I can say, good morning, have a great day. Have a good evening. That, without knowing me, in my mind, will hopefully make you feel like, I feel good. I don't know him, but the mere fact that he reached out and acknowledged me, and then as their kid is getting out of the car, I'm saying, good morning, Link. Good morning, Lincoln. Good morning, Landon.
This is my proudest moment to have the privilege to protect school-age children and the staff that mentor, nurture, and educate our students every day and the administrations at each of these sites. This is my proudest moment of over 35 years in law enforcement, 100%. I've had some wonderful experiences. I've got to do a lot of neat things in my career, but truly in the fourth quarter of my career, this is the proudest moment.